Okay, on today's show, we're covering a bit of BSX news, some track attack clips, and a little bit of industry and product news. Isn't that right, Shane?
That's right. That's what I was going to say.
Okay, let's get into it.
G'day. He's Gary.
And he's Shane.
And you're watching ECITV.
You certainly are. Enjoy.
So guess what, Gary?
What, mate? What?
This is our first show for the year.
It is too. Welcome 2021. Thank goodness for that.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness 2020's over, everyone. Careful what you wish for, they tell me. But anyway, it's all good. Could be worse. We could be a tennis player whinging because no one's there to wash our hair.
What?
Oh, I've got to watch the news.
Okay.
Anyway.
I should do that more often.
Yeah.
So we've got some product news, as Gary suggested. We've got some new Mac M1 carbon forks. They were released, I think, about a week ago. So they have a tapered steerer in both 20 and 24-inch Pro sizes, 20-inch dropouts, and only available in gloss carbon. So we'll show you a pic of those.
I'll tell you what, it goes to show where the BMX is going. I mean, here's a fork, obviously a brilliant-looking fork that's available in the market. It's only coming out in tapered steerer, like Shane said, and only in 20mm dropouts. So it just goes to show that something that started, pretty basically, I don't know, a couple of years ago with the introduction to tapered and 20mm and everything, now is just what they class as standard.
It was probably close to 5 years, maybe even more. Both of those standards started getting introduced.
Everything's just a couple of years ago to me.
And at the time, I was kind of surprised that, quite a few people started adapting to it, but it just sort of really built momentum, didn't it? 20mm and tapered steerer tube. Even S-Squared are going to a tapered steerer tube now, aren't they? And
that is an option. You can customise it with a tapered steerer tube and disc and a few other things. So that'll be the next thing, that there just won't be brake mounts on bikes, on frames anymore.
Well, Supercross have released a fastback version of the RS7.
Okay.
So that doesn't have the V-brake mounts. So it's basically disc-only version of the frame. So I'm sure that's just one of many frame companies out there that are going to move in that direction.
Go down that path, yeah. It almost kisses goodbye the standard one-piece axle with 20mm dropouts and everything, because unless you've got a three-piece axle or a bolt-style hub, you just can't run those forks. So
I'm sure there's still a lot of room for 10mm, and we'll still see a lot of 10mm over the years, but it looks like 20mm and tapered steerer are here to stay.
Way to go. They do look good, I must admit.
But on the flip side, we saw some new forks from Tioga. So
from zero to hero here. Like, we've just shown you some really nice Mac 1 forks, or M1 forks. Now the other extreme, go with it.
So Tioga are a brilliant company when it comes to tyres, and I like their seats as well. And I do know they've tried to make forks in the past, and it hasn't really caught on. I can't see these triple clamp style forks catching on either. I don't know if it was just a joke, or if there's been no news. So someone at Tioga thought, hey, let's just whack this up and give people something to talk about.
Stir the pot a bit.
But a triple clamp fork that extends up, so you would run a mountain bike style handlebar at the top. Obviously had its limitations. I can't see it being beneficial weight-wise or anything, but I mean, I'm the same guy who said the same thing. I can't see any
benefits whatsoever.
No.
You can't adjust the height of your fork, or the height of your handlebars. You can't adjust the rake of your bars or a great deal, or angle them. You can't run a longer or shorter stem. You've got to run some weird headset bolt arrangement or something. So I don't know the logic in it. If someone out there knows anything about these, or whether they are actual forks that are going to be in the industry, please let us know, because I can't see the point of them.
So triple clamp forks have been around for a while. You've been supplying some in the past, THE.
Yeah, but these aren't even triple clamp forks.
The same kind of setup, right?
Oh, very vaguely, very, very vaguely.
But there were problems with the clamping as well, wasn't there? It's not like a traditional fork where you're 100% reliable.
It's definitely for people who want to stand out a little bit and run something different. So, actually, the ones we used to do, Mazzocchi THE style one. Paul Knox used to run them, so
That's right.
that just lets you know the sort of people that want to stand out a little bit, like Paul Knox, running something like that.
Didn't someone suggest to him that perhaps he might not want to run them?
Yeah, probably the same person who suggested if he cut a mohawk in his hair, that it'd look really good. Go Paul.
Poor Paul's injured right now. Did you know that?
Yeah, he's. We should report on when Paul's not injured, but yeah, he has. He's broken his thumb or hand or something.
Yeah. Last I heard, he'd torn the tendon from the back and the front of his finger somewhere in his hand.
Okay. Okay.
Enough about Paul.
Yeah, that's it. We've got nothing more to say about that. We could spend a whole show talking about Paul's injuries if you want to, but anyway. What else is there?
So,
Bit of fundraising.
there's been quite a lot of fundraising this past week, but we'll talk about the Fallon family that were in a car accident. So there was a GoFundMe page to raise $2,000 for the family, and I saw Gary chipped in that one. And then it got well beyond the $2,000. I think it got up to $5,000, and then guys at Track Attack pushed it even further. And what was the total in the end? 11.
Well, they ended up running a few auctions, got the pros to donate a few jerseys and everything, and ran an auction at Eastville BMX track. And some of the jerseys went for $2,000. I mean, it was incredible. So I think on that day, I might be wrong, but I think on that day they raised $11,000. So that's incredible. It just goes to show how the BMX community does get around people and support them. I mean, it's a great, lovely family. And yeah, it was just a tragic thing that happened. I spoke with some of the family members at Park Orchards, and yeah, it was horrific scenes and everything. So, but anyway, everything's all good now, I believe.
Family's all out of hospital and back home.
I think Harry is just got out or is about to get out. So yeah, he was the last one that was in hospital. But yeah, they were spread out a little bit at different hospitals, and you know, soon after the accident, and once they all got together at the Royal Children's, I believe, it made it a little bit easier to get through those horrific times.
So thanks everyone who contributed. I'm sure it's going to make a big difference to the Fallon family over the coming months.
Definitely. Just an emotion more than everything, saying, you know, showing that people are supporting them more than financially. I mean, that goes a long way.
But the BMX community always tend to rally together and support those in need in the times of need. I've seen it many times over the years.
Well, not just that. I mean, BSX is a good example. Every year, the effort you and your guys and everyone puts into that, and I think we got a little bit of news on what we're able to raise this year.
We can talk about that a little bit later when we talk about events.
Okay, I've jumped the gun, I think. I think that's a polite way of saying, shut up, Gary, stick to it.
We do have a running sheet for a reason, Gary. So you had some industry news you wanted to share.
Oh, look, just simply with the COVID shutdown and the popularity of cycling and everything like that, it's thrown the world manufacturing into a bit of turmoil. And I basically just wanted to say this to make consumers realise that there's massive delays in manufacturing overseas at the moment. So if you go into your local bike shop to buy something and it's not there, don't shoot the messenger. Like, honestly, they're doing everything they can to try and get stock into their shops. And it's just a case that, you know, the suppliers, the manufacturers and everything's running way behind. I mean, there's some ridiculous delays. Shimano, which, as you know, covers, you know, so many brakes and components and freewheels and chain rings and everything like that in the cycling industry. They're at this stage they're working 400 days behind. So if the importer wants to put in an order now for some Shimano brakes or anything like that, there's a delay of 400 days before they'll see those manufactured. Now that sounds horrific as it is, but there's worse. Velo, who makes majority of the seats or saddles in the cycle industry, they're working about 20 months behind. So if me as an importer wants to order a massive amount of seats, I can put in an order today with Velo, and 20 months before they have an available manufacturing time slot to make them.
So do you think people are going to bulk buy seats like they did toilet paper?
I can't see people running around with trolleys loads of seats, but maybe they will after they watch this.
You
So.
did get a new supply of profile seats, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yeah, we got some of those, but fortunately, that's just out of profile. So they had a bit of a stock of them in America, so I could just top up. They didn't. They did come from Velo, but sort of roundabout way. So, but yeah, there's basically every component's suffering from these delays. So complete bikes are the same situation. So if you walk into a bike shop, you'd notice now that there's less than half the amount of bikes they would normally have on the floor, and probably half the amount of components. It's even to the stage where there's some stores have shut down their workshop because they just can't get components to repair bikes. So it's in a really, really weird situation at the moment. So basically the only reason we're saying this is just be patient, look for alternatives, and like I said, don't yell at the store owner. He's doing his best. Simple.
So, I would have loved to have said, we've got to answer BMX Show Us Your Bike this week, but just like quite a few months towards the end of last year, we don't have enough bikes.
Yeah.
So we might give it a rest for a couple of months. What do you reckon, Gary?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I could do a show on custom builds. We've pumped out so many custom builds at ECI at the moment that I reckon I could do my own answers, show us your bike just on custom builds.
Well, why can't we do that? Why don't you show off some of your custom builds?
Okay, next show we'll have a couple of custom builds, and then the following show we'll try and get someone like Lux to show us their custom builds that they've pumped out. And I'm sure there's other bike shops around Australia that would love to show off a few of their custom builds. So we may even do that as a spin-off of Answers Show Us Your Bike, Answers Show Us Your Custom Build.
So in case you do want to show us your bike, make sure you go to ECITV.com.au/bike and submit it. And once we get enough, we'll actually run it in the show.
Yeah, eventually.
So we've finally had some events here in Victoria, Gary.
Yeah, we did. Had a busy week of, BSX and Track Attack.
So Track Attack did a...
That was a COVID attire, wasn't it? Tracky Dacks.
I still need to wear them. Either that or maternity pants. Track Attack did a fantastic job of navigating around all the COVID legislations and regulations and limitations, and managed to hold a rather large event. It was quite well supported by Victorian riders, and there was still a number of interstate riders. I'm sure I saw people from South Australia and Northern Territory.
Yep.
So it looked like a lot of the classes were quite big, so clearly Victorian BMXers have been hanging out for racing for quite a while now. Unfortunately, I didn't get an entry in for one of those, but we did get along and we watched one of the races.
Yeah, went to Park Orchards.
Spoke to a couple of the pro riders.
Yeah, so what we might do, play a little bit of footage from that, and then we'll come back after that and have a bit of a chin wag about it.
Why don't you boop us, Gary?
Boop. G'day, Bodi. How are you, mate?
How you going?
Not too bad. Welcome along to ECITV. How's Track Attack going for you so far, mate?
Pretty good. I missed Casey round.
Yep.
Me and Max were up in Queensland doing some training. We got back and then had to self-isolate, so we couldn't do Lilydale either.
Oh, jeez.
So we're pretty spewing about that. We wanted to do every single round.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, we come out of self-isolation Monday, so we're good for Knox Tuesday. Knox was a absolute battle between me, Max and Hayden.
I did hear about that, yeah.
So I almost exploded in the first straight over the double, and then kind of pushed through into second, and then just got Max by 7/1000ths of a second. At the
7/1000ths of a second.
So it was real close.
So
banging
miles.
elbows. And then Thursday night, we were at Frankston. Because of the Pro Straight, we had less riders, so we just kind of did like a 3 final. We still rode 4 laps. We just DNS'd the first moto.
Yep.
because I guess if we ran 4 races, me and Max could have won 2 each, and you're like, who's the winner? So
Exactly.
we did the best out of 3, and I put in 3 really good laps. I love Frankston, so
Fantastic.
it
So it must be great to be back racing again.
It is. I mean, that's what we've been looking forward to this whole time, you know, and having motivation to train, something to train for. You know, there was a big period through last year where you go into the garage to do some gym, or you got to do some sprints, and you're like, what am I training for?
What for? Yeah.
And now it's like there's that vision of like, I want to get faster because you know I want to race, and it's good having Max, Hayden, all the guys. Like we're just banging elbows down the hill. Like in the 3rd round at Frankston, at the bottom of the hill, there was 1,000 between me, Max, and Hayden at the bottom of the hill. So like, it's been awesome, and that's what this week's all about. Is just pushing yourself and having fun with the guys. So
and doing this straight after Queensland's worked out good for you in that sense, apart from the isolation.
Bit of burnout. I was actually kind of thankful for the isolation now because we had that few days rest. Had we
gone straight into it,
had everything gone to plan, we were training in Brisbane on a Friday. We were meant to train on a Saturday. And then I was going to come home, race Lilydale Sunday, and then bang into Tuesday, Thursday. So, but instead I've had that Saturday, Sunday rest. So, but I'm still feeling the burn today. But,
thanks for your time, buddy.
No, all good.
And good luck.
No,
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Hey Maxie, how are you, mate?
Good. We're out here
at Park Orchards.
Park Orchards.
All the work you've done into this track leading up to this event. How'd you feel this morning when the skies opened up?
Heartbroken. It was last night. I was sitting there and the rain started, and it had been sort of on and off, and it was started and didn't stop, and I kept looking, like just opening my blinds, and just tears were flowing out. But yeah, we got here today, and it actually hailed last night, which was the killer. So the hail sat on the track, melted, and has just like it made it soaked out. So yeah, there's not much you can do. It is what it is, really, and you can only do what you can do. So we got out here this morning and was just trying to get all the tyre marks out of it, because it is what it is. Like the first lap of the day was all the sprockets with the micro tyres.
Chewing it up.
All those sprocket dads have probably got 150 psi in those tyres, so they're just cheese grating through it. But got out there, rolled it all down, so it's getting better as the day goes on.
Oh, look, I haven't heard any bad comments about it, so I think the track's held up reasonably well.
I know. If they've got any bad comments, they can come over here and tell me about it.
As long as the rain holds off, we'll be okay. I mean,
Exactly.
it seems like it's racing well. Good turnout, and it's great to see Track Attack in full swing after all what's gone on, as we know. So
it's so good to be back. Like, we're up in Queensland and quickly rushed back to get down for this race because it's we didn't want to miss out. Like, they've put such effort into getting this running. Like, I know Troy has been up every night, doing COVID safe plans and all that sort of stuff. So for us to come just support it and get to Knox and get to Frankston, and then the last 4 rounds, it was pretty crucial for us. So we came down and just trying to put on a show, really, and just kind of pump the pros up and just make it cool.
People don't realise the work that goes into organising something this in the middle of COVID and everything like that. It's just an absolute nightmare.
Yep.
But anyway, we're here, and racing's back, and everyone's happy. Everyone's got a smile in their face. Whether it's raining, hailing, or whatever, we've got a smile on our face and we're racing, so that's good.
Exactly, and I think every track's been awesome so far. So yeah, we'll just keep it going. We've got Eastfield tomorrow with their brand new turn, so we get to try that out. And that's the final. So yeah, it's rolling.
Perfect. Okay, Max. Thanks
you.
Heaps, buddy, and good luck.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. How are you, Nathan?
Good, very good.
That's good, mate. Welcome along to ECITV. So how are you finding Track Attack so far?
It's been awesome.
Yeah.
Lots of racing.
Heats are going okay?
Today, sort of two average heats, so I've got to pull one out the next one.
Well, it's only up to you, mate. No one else, so come on.
But, so I'm looking forward to the challenge, so it'll be good.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so you find the track okay, nice and reasonably firm, considering the conditions?
Yeah, It's pretty soft in like practice, but that first motor was a little bit soft, and then that last one it was like a lot faster. So
Okay.
it's actually sort of hardening up pretty good.
So it's going to be lightning for the final.
Oh, definitely. But it's not too bad.
So there's
it's
no
all right.
excuses.
No, definitely no excuses.
So who's your money on?
Oh, I always try and put it on myself, but I don't
Of
know.
course.
There's a few fast boys. So there's like Max, Bodi, Hayden, Wade. You know,
They're looking pretty quick.
everyone's pretty quick. But yeah,
Yeah.
always put it on myself. But
Of course,
there's
mate. You've got to
some
have
fast
confidence.
guys.
You've got to have confidence. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks very much for your time.
worries. Thanks
and
for having me.
first impromptu interview, you did well, mate.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
I appreciate
Cheers, buddy.
it. Cheers.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, Josh. Welcome along to ECITV. Sorry
Thank
about
you.
getting tangled up there, mate.
Nah, all good.
So tell us about what's happening.
Just
Enjoying track attack?
yeah, enjoying track attack. Only been doing the weekend rounds because I'm working during the week.
Yep. Always
But-
makes it hard.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, so having fun doing the rounds. Good to get some racing back
Yep.
after last year's disaster. But
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Everyone's in that
Yeah.
boat though.
That's
So
it.
when you say you can only get the weekends, if the format was changed to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, would that suit you better, or you still wouldn't be able to get to the Fridays?
no, I would be able to make it. Yeah, just knock
Yeah.
off a little bit earlier. It's just hard during the week because I've got to wake up next
course.
day early.
Yep.
If I get home late, so
Okay.
it makes it hard. Yeah.
Does make it hard when
Yeah.
the night race meetings.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. But,
So you got yourself a new ride.
yeah, riding for YWS Australia and CTV Industries for 2021.
Fantastic.
So yeah, that's awesome.
That's a good
yeah.
pick up for you, mate.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, loving it. Loving
Yeah.
the new bike.
Feels good.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
So the track feeling nice and tight out there.
Today,
Nice and firm?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a bit wet today, but bike's feeling fast over it. So
Oh yeah,
good.
the wee whiskers, of course it'll be feeling fast,
yeah,
mate.
that's it.
No, excellent. So who do you want to thank for your ride?
I'd like to thank Grant Hines and Craig Graham
Yeah.
for the support, hooking me up.
Fantastic.
Yeah, mum and dad, everyone. Yeah,
always
in my
mum and
corner.
dad.
Yeah, always. Yeah, everyone in my corner. Yeah.
Nah, fantastic, mate. Okay, well, good luck for the rest of the day.
Thank
and,
you.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see you up on the podium.
Yeah, hopefully we'll try to do something.
Congratulations, mate.
Thank you.
Thanks,
See ya.
buddy. So another well-edited little clip by the Jenkins keyboard, and yeah, that just showed a little bit of fun and everything at the Park Orchards Track Attack round. It was very fortunate, the fact that it rained and hailed so heavily the night before and a little bit in the morning that the event was able to run. But it ran extremely well, and like Shane said before we went to the clip, that it was a credit to the organisers and Park Orchards and all the other clubs to be able to host such a good event. So yeah, it went well.
Yeah. So Max Cairns, who we interviewed, ended up going on to win that one narrowly. So well done, Max.
Yeah.
Also during the week, obviously, we had BSX here. So we had Glenn Main, who also helped us at Track Attack with some filming, do the main report here. So we'll show a video of each of the A finals and show an interview with each of the top 2 riders at the end. So you want to boop us again? That's not a boop.
Oh, even snap. Oh, there was a bit of a butt graze on the old Fletcher's rear end there. Brandon with the slight little lead. Here comes Fletch carving the inside. Pick up manual by Brandon there. Carves the inside. I reckon Fletch might have had a bit of a mischief. Oh, Brandon's going to go to the wire. Oh! Leave it to the transponders. Oh, good snap by both of them. Maybe Andrew got the little bump on the bubble. We've got Weedy on the inside, big carve. Andrew's got the inside on the next corner. Weedy's giving it the berries. Oh, here we go. Andrew through the roller coaster out the back. Big power wheelie by Aaron. Oh, it's going to be... Oh, there we go. Oh,
Hi guys, welcome to the main report from BSX 2021.
Awesome to be here.
So we have Andrew as the number 1 finisher. We have Aaron as the number 2 finisher. So how did you guys find battling it out together?
Oh, BSX 2021, the track is just like, I don't know, tenfold on last year. It's just bigger, it's better, it's more technical. It's fun. It was so much fun this year.
I really enjoyed it too. Just the whole, like, not being in the desert. I'm from Mildura, so things are a little bit more hilly than they are here. I couldn't not come. It was like...
And this is your first BSX?
This is my first BSX. I did come about 15 years ago.
Yep.
But I'd actually broke myself the day before at Park Orchards with Anthony Dean, so I had to spectate.
The BSX crew thanks so much for actually getting off the bums, actually getting it done, because it's been a bit of a slog for them to actually get things done just at the minute. So
now that I'm actually, massive shout. Now that I'm actually here, I didn't realise how much work has to be put into something like this to make something like this happen. I'm glad we got away with having it. It was good.
Yeah. And we got the profile equipped chase all the way number 1. How good.
Awesome guys, thank you very much for your time.
Awesome,
thank you.
Emerald gets a snap. Mackenzie's working hard over the first jump as they head into the first corner complex. Nice and smooth from both ladies. Into the doubles. Around the left-hander under the trees now. Looks like Emerald's cleared out a little bit. Mackenzie's still pushing hard, keeping it nice and smooth. Emerald's into the last corner now. She'll take this out and win the Open Women's BSX event. Congratulations. Mackenzie Copeland through for a strong second. Great riding today, Mackenzie. Congratulations, ladies.
Welcome to the main report. This is for the Open ladies. We have Emerald that's finished first, and we have Mackenzie that's finished second. So guys, what do you think of BSX 2021?
It felt really nice with the bigger jumps now. Without the lips, probably a bit more smoother. Like you can go it, but it was really fun.
Cool. Emerald?
It was good as. More like dirt jumps.
Well, you've ridden this track since you were a little tacker, and you've seen the evolution of it. Is it better now than what it was, say, last year?
Yeah.
Faster?
Way better, yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for your time, ladies.
Big boys on the gate now, Sean. Yeah, I know, right? Here we go, Open men. Couple of upsets, but these boys definitely deserve to be where they are. So we got Josh Jolly on the outside in the IRC tyre lane, and also Byron on the BMX Ultra inside. Here we go. boom. Nice even start by both the boys. Got Josh on the outside, Byron carving the inside. Got a little bit of a lead, but Josh is going to carve the inside quite nicely. Oh my gosh. I think he gave himself an inside whip there. But here we go. Byron's putting in the big cranks. Here comes Josh though, but still it's not over. It's not over. But Josh through the win for the Open men. Well done, Josh. Well done, Byron.
So welcome to the main report for the Open men for BSX 2021. We have Josh that's come first. We have Byron that's come second. So what did you think of BSX 2021 and the track changes?
BSX was awesome. The track was awesome, a bit slippery at the start, but then it ended up perfect in the end.
Beautiful. Byron?
Yeah, the track held up really well and loved the changes, flowed a lot better.
So you've both knocked out some pretty heavy hitters to get to where you are. There's a bit of an accomplishment to come first and second.
Yeah.
Awesome. Wrapped. Cool. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
So that was the racing aspect of BSX. We also had a lot of fundraising going on, and that reminds me, we still have a few more t-shirts left, and there's still 2 more auctions running, or about to run. I haven't listed them.
Oh, you haven't listed them yet? What is it?
So there's a Risen race gear to the value of $250, and I think there's a Luke McDill signed jersey as well.
Oh, sweet.
It's still up. So hopefully we will raise a little bit more money, but at this stage it's around the $4,500 mark. So
Fantastic.
Thanks everyone for supporting the event. A little bit smaller than it has been in the past, but we still managed to raise good money, obviously to help the Royal Children's Hospital. And at this stage, no one said there's no way we're going to do it again next year. So that means good things, and we will be doing it next year at this point. So we're really looking forward to BSX 2022, 17th year.
And what we're looking for now is suggestions of who we can shave.
Yes.
Obviously, Shane and I stepped up this year. But
we've returned to the scene of the crime.
Yeah, we are. Like I said earlier, just before we started this the videoing, I said it looks like there's a possum and a rabbit have had a punch on around us because there's hair and a lot of grey hair actually laying around us.
I think most of it's mine.
Yeah, I think so. You had a lot more hair than I did. But I don't know. I might even keep this for a little while. I'm sort of enjoying this.
It's a good time of the year to be shaved.
Yeah. I drove up here with my window down. I didn't have to worry about doing my hair when I got here.
You weren't hanging the head out the window.
The tongue.
So that's it for this week's show. What do you reckon, Gaz? Anything else to add?
No, I can't think of anything else. Look, it's great to be out of COVID and racing started. 2021 has got a lot of racing in front of us. We've got a few visits up to Shepparton BMX track soon for a few of the teams are booking out the track for a bit of practice. And I even believe there's a few interstaters coming down. I believe Caroline Buchanan is coming down.
Current national champion Isaac Kennedy.
Isaac Kennedy's coming down, just to name a couple. And so, yeah, there's quite a few people looking at getting a bit of track time at Shepparton. So, yeah, watch your space. We should have a little bit of coverage of that, a bit of the practice.
So at this stage, we'll be there to cover, what do they call it? Underground racing? They're going to have a...
Are we allowed to talk about that?
We're too late now. So there'll probably be some race footage, maybe, if you're lucky.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. So, anyway, everyone, stay safe.
Thanks for watching.
And, yeah, see you next time we're looking at you.
Cheers.
You can clap. My hand hurts. Oh, that's going to make it hard, isn't it? There you go, match that one. That hurt.
Oh, I thought you were a bit of a slapper. How is your hand going? Hey? When they did the ultrasound, did they find a fetus?
It's got a heartbeat. Hi, Daddy.
Are you my daddy?
Yeah. Okay. So, Shane, what have we got on today's show?
We've got no hair on today's show. Both looking quite slick, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
But I'll still wear a hat.
Okay.
At least this one fits me.
Okay, we'll do it again then. Okay, Shane, what have we got on today's show?
We have Track Attack.
We got Track Attack.
Track Attack.
Track Attack.
You have to pay for that, though.
Do you want me to try it again?
Yeah, try it again.
Okay, Shane, what have we got on today's show?
Well, today we've got... why
Track
can't I
attack.
talk? Hang on.
Okay, on today's show, we're covering a bit of BSX news, some track attack clips, and a little bit of industry and product news. Isn't that right, Shane?
That's right. That's what I was going to say.
Okay, let's get into it.